Hi guys, it's Saturday. Welcome back to the den. It's been an interesting week. I mean, it's always an interesting week, right?
Yeah.
Had some personal stuff going on. Don't really want to talk about. There was death in the family. It was kind of rough. So we're just gonna zip right on along because I really don't want to dwell on that right now because we want to do a positive video. So just a quick update on the images of mine that were stolen online. Haven't gotten any information back from anybody, so it looks like I'm going to have to write a DMCA notice and send it out because they don't really seem to care. So as soon as I have an update on that, I'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, we're still where we were last week. So
Yep. And Ontario is moving right back into another lockdown.
yeah, so it's official. They announced yesterday, or I guess 2 days ago. So that would be what, Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah, Thursday morning they announced it. So in Canada, we have Good Friday, Easter Sunday, and Easter Monday. So it's a 4-day weekend, and most things are open on Monday. But because they announced that everything's going back into lockdown on Saturday and everything was closed Friday, went to the store Thursday and it was insane.
Pandemonium!
Yeah. To the point where most of the vegan stuff that I tried shopping for was not available.
Yeah.
So I get to go out again tomorrow. This is good. Or I guess that would be today. Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah. So last week we mentioned that we were going to be doing some planting and starting out our garden. Because it's a little bit early in the season here still, it actually dropped down to -3 today with the wind chill.
Yeah, so the upper 20s if you use Fahrenheit.
Yeah. If you use Celsius, it was in the 20s all week, and then it dropped right back down, and then next week it's going to go back up to the mid-teens, so I don't know what that is. I think it's around 50.
Yeah, upper 50s, lower 60s.
So it's going to be beautiful. We did some planting, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some of that footage here while we're talking. And so some of our plants are... Last year we bought plants and we decided that we were just going to try that out. And this year we decided it was a lot cheaper. We have more time on our hands. Actually, we have the same amount of time on our hands we had last year. Just
True.
We just decided to try it out this way. So we got a bunch of seeds. We're doing some seedlings and little tiny pots. So that's what you're seeing here. And
we're just going to get those ready to go so that they've sprouted and we have a spot for them outside. We were going to do the outside stuff, but like we were saying, it got too cold. The ground froze again, and so we're getting started indoors. We're going to grow it as best we can. I'm sure you can see behind us the grow light. Right now there's a money tree under there as well as a basil plant, and actually still a poinsettia still.
yeah. Our poinsettia is doing really well.
Surprisingly well. It's still alive and thriving. Still has flowers on it and everything. But yeah, we're going to get it started in here, and then in a couple weeks' time, once it actually warms up outside, we're going to take what we have and plant it, and we'll make another video at that point. We also want to plant a couple of things that we don't have just yet. We want to plant corn, beans, and squash.
Yeah, the Three Sisters.
Yeah, exactly what he said, the Three Sisters. But we don't have any of that set up yet, so that will be coming too when we do the official project.
Yeah, and we have some other planters as well, like some bigger ones that we're gonna plant some more flowers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we do want to go to an actual greenhouse and nursery and see if we can find some nice plants and stuff and like really fill it out nice this year. Last year it was more like we just wanted to see what would grow, how it was. And it was a good experience. We learned what we could handle, what we couldn't, how hot it's going to be, what should be out there, what shouldn't, how much space we need,
how
that
much
sort of thing.
sun that particular spot gets, because it gets sun basically all day.
Yeah. So it was a really great learning experience last year, and I think we're going to be a little bit more prepared for it this year. We actually have some planters I got these at the Dollar Tree. Now, they're actually so. I've seen them advertised online. They're stackable, so that way you can create like a spiral of plants and like a big column of them. I've seen them actually go for pretty expensive. I think they're like $20 or $30 a piece online, and they sell them at the Dollar Tree. So I think what it is people are buying them from the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think.
Marking them up by like, what is that, 2,000%?
Something like
$20 a piece. Just absolutely ridiculous. But so we got that, and we're gonna do some herbs and stuff. But for now, we just have our seedlings started.
You can't see what we're doing.
Oh my god! I didn't even realize that just now. And we have our little our 3 flower baskets. So we've got some poppies, some pansies.
There's marigolds, but those are going to go in the flower bed with the rest of the things because it keeps insects and stuff away. What else did we get?
African daisies.
Yeah, African daisies.
Yeah. So we've got a decent start to it now, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we've got our grow light there in the corner that we have our money tree under right now.
Yep.
So we're gonna put all of our seedlings and everything under there and see how that goes. And yeah, so if you follow us on social media, definitely check it out. We'll be posting some updates.
And since we're going back into lockdown, we'll have plenty of time to experiment with things, and yeah, it should be good. And we'll probably just take little clips here and there of us doing things with the plants, so that when the big day comes and we do plant everything outside, we'll have little clips of us showing things growing. And but that's probably going to wrap it up for us this week.
Before we do go, if you haven't had a chance to check out the new Mighty Ducks series on Disney Plus, highly recommend it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say, oh my god, it's so good, but it's like, it actually does match the sort of nostalgia factor of what you remember from the 90s.
Absolutely. I mean, being Canadian, Mighty Ducks was huge here. Hockey.
It was big in the States as well.
Yeah, but being one of Canada's national pastimes, which our official game is lacrosse, but one of Canada's national pastimes, hockey, like, that was quintessential growing up. So to have something that matches that nostalgia factor is just really great, and I'm enjoying it. So if you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend that. And yeah, so
that is definitely going to do it for us then this week. Don't forget to tune in on Monday for the boys and Wednesday for Ed.
Yep.
And they are also streaming online on Twitch, twitch.tv/Men of the Den. We'll give you Derek, Greg, and Steve. And twitch.tv/Ed Culp will give you Ed.
All right. So, see you guys next week.
Yep. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye. Figure the camera's still rolling, may as well.
I just flooded the fuck out of that.